wine.
Flyers.
And beer. I'm Dina.
And not a baby.
Sorry, I'm just like annoyed. And this is episode 35.
Ooh, ooh.
35.
We are beyond half a year.
Yeah.
If you think of it.
Yeah, that is true. Very true.
26 would have been half a year. We didn't even celebrate
I
6-month
know.
anniversary.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy. So, I don't even know what you want to start with tonight.
Well, we did some... Oh, you want to start with the... I mean, honestly, like, the holidays for me this year, it's the onset of the holiday, Thanksgiving happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people, like, stress out about them.
I know.
Everybody gets in these holiday ruts and they lose their minds or, you know,
I feel like it
overly
just
stressed.
came and went so fast.
I know, and that means that the next one is going to come and go so fast as well, which is the big C.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know why people like go crazy over that. One of your friends was out 26 hours straight shopping.
When she texted me that, like, I don't even know what I would be, like, not okay right now.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
be angry.
I avoid Black Friday shopping at all costs.
Yeah.
Did you know that since 2006, there has been 10
deaths
fatalities
related
or ill
to
injuries related to Black Friday? So in the past 12 years, 10 people have died in some, or gotten severely injured in some Black Friday event.
That is 10 people too many for me.
Think moms punching other moms for dolls.
I mean, there was something like years ago where it wasn't...
Cabbage Patch doll or something. The bombs were brawling over. I know, years and years ago.
No, there was like some stampede at like Walmart or something and people died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I forget what
they were like getting.
It was insane.
It is. I got some Black Friday deals in my pajamas sitting on my floor.
Yeah, there's a lot of
in
things
my house
online. Mm-hmm.
I saved $100 on a luggage set.
Yeah. That was a good deal.
Because my butt is bouncing for the holidays, for real.
Yeah.
I just think I have avoidance issues. This passive-aggressive behavioral problem, I do not head things straight on.
Yeah.
Instead, I expect other people to guess what I'm feeling, and when they don't reciprocate that need of a educated guess based on my sarcastic remarks or my actions, I say, screw y'all, I'm going to go find something else to do. So I ventured to Manhattan.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons get blown up on Wednesday night, and then stayed for the parade Thursday morning. And as luck would have it, it was the coldest.
It was so cold on
Thanksgiving in the history of all Thanksgivings. And it was also a day that a power line decided to fall on the South Shore Railroad track. And,
really? That's what happened?
Yeah, and a fire was somewhere else on another South Shore track.
Oh my God.
So multiple trains were canceled or delayed, which under normal circumstances would have been difficult to get home anyway because of the amount of people that go in. But I think because of the temperature and the fear that the weather people put into possible spectators, a lot of people didn't come. They said over 1 million people were there, but I think a lot of the 1 million people were from the 5 boroughs and they took subways home. So getting home on the LIRR was still tragic, but it wasn't impossible.
Okay.
Just took twice as long. As luck would have it, or no, as Black Cloud Life would have it, I missed multiple trains trying to get to the city. So I ended up taking a train from Babylon because they leave like every 20 minutes. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm just, because the later you get there, the more people there are.
Yeah.
And I had to wait for other things to happen before I could get there. And then I thought I had more time than I really did. And I just kept missing stuff. But then I was about to get on Sunrise Highway to go to Ronkonkoma train station. And the exit to get on Sunrise from 101 was blocked because of a tree down or something.
Oh my god.
So I would have made that train had that issue not happened.
Yeah.
So whatever. I mean, that's just how events like this go for me anyway. But all in all, it was a very, very nice time. It was well worth.
The balloons flew.
The balloons flew. We saw them get blown up. You actually get very, very close.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got 2 interviews from news channels.
Nice.
So we were on TV twice. Nobody saw it or anything because they
know.
were all live.
Yeah.
So it's not
I turned it on, but
like
I said, everyone looks the same when you're wearing all bundled up hats and everything.
I know.
So.
I don't know. And it was live too, so it's like I can't even tell people like, ooh, because there were so many news channels there, news outlets. So I wasn't able to. So in the midst of that stress, and I don't think you had any holiday stress, right?
No.
I mean, to be honest, that was like the least of any holiday stress I can ever account for. But it was pretty good.
All right.
And then I stuffed my face with unshowered, by the way, because since there was such a delay, it was going to be super late to any sort of Thanksgiving festivity. So I had turkey and ham and mashed potatoes with gravy and green bean casserole and sweet potatoes and stuffing.
Wow.
What
turkey
else?
And ham?
Yeah, what did you have?
I had turkey, and I only had a little turkey. Turkey's not my thing, really, but I had mashed potatoes and stuffing. Stuffing is my favorite. And I had some green bean casserole, maybe?
I love green bean casserole.
Yeah, I had that. And then we had, enough dessert for, everyone to, eat a whole pie themselves, basically.
It's always the way there, because everybody brings dessert.
Yeah. But we had some Briarmere pie. The raspberry cream.
Oh, somebody had a peach something, Briarmere, at my venue.
Yeah.
I don't do dessert.
No, I had, one slip. By the time dessert comes out, I'm
I know. You can give me another helping of stuffing or green bean casserole, and I'll be happy rather than pie. I don't know why. I'll eat pie. I don't know. I'm just not a dessert person. Yeah. I'd rather eat something.
Yeah.
That you don't get that often.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But, it was a good day, though, all in all. Nothing crazy. I feel like it went so fast, too.
Yeah.
I think I texted you last night, and I was like, I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already.
Yeah.
But I was just tired, too. I got home at 9 and just went to bed, basically.
I don't. You know what? Back in the day, Thanksgiving used to be something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's how. I don't think it is that way for everybody, because I saw some people's stories. They actually go places and families from afar come together with them.
Yeah.
But we used to do some crazy stuff. We need to make a new Thanksgiving tradition. Even if we're separate on Thanksgiving Day, we should make a new tradition starting next year of something we're going to do Thanksgiving night. After the dinner's over.
Yeah.
What are some cool Thanksgiving traditions that people might do? Netflix and chill.
I was going to say, there's not much to do on the outside because everything's closed.
But I think you can actually go to the movies on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I saw a lot of places were open yesterday.
Like food places?
Drink places.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So we could even do that.
I don't even know if I could, have a drink after all that food, though. That's the thing.
That's it. Maybe, I don't know. We should do something. Or maybe we should have a Friendsgiving. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, we should.
Why don't we do that?
All right.
And invite new friends every year.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be the friends, the isolated group of friends that we have now. Be like, oh, I'm having a Friendsgiving. Want to come?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And be building our stuff. Or anybody listening right now can,
join us.
And tell us, what are some traditions? Join us. But what are some traditions that you do that you are glad that you've established, even as you gotten older or whatever? I just feel like, I don't know, maybe because we're spread out now.
Yeah.
And we've grown up to the point of being actual grown-ups, where some of us had to leave for jobs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're so far apart. So, speaking of friends who had to leave for jobs, I FaceTimed my brother yesterday to have him join in on our Thanksgiving festivities. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to call him now. It's about 7 o'clock in, Central Time. And the FaceTime answers, and there's this ugly, bearded man staring back at me.
And it's not your brother.
It's not my brother.
Yeah.
So after, 2 seconds of looking at the phone,
Did they say anything to you when you went?
I couldn't hear because they were in a bad service, so their mouth was moving.
Yeah.
But nothing was coming out. So I'm like, where's my brother?
Yeah.
And he was like, he left his phone at the bar. So I was like, I can't hear you. Must be a bad connection or whatever. And I thought my brother was lost on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you sent me the text that he was lost.
I was so nervous because I didn't know who he was with or how to get in touch with him. But
we
when
found
all
him.
said and done,
We found him.
He found his way back to the phone.
Yep.
And that lovely, strange man. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I did tell him Happy Thanksgiving before I ended.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. All right, so today we started the holiday season off with a de-stress. Let's talk about that.
Yes. So we floated.
We did.
And it was my first time floating. Your second time.
It was my second time. It's been so long for me, though, so I can't.
It's kind of like your first time again.
I was re-virginized. That was
It's like me.
solely a possibility.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
I liked it. I did. Okay, so we had to go there early to get a little orientation. And at first, he's like going through all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to remember all this
He
stuff?
was talking fast, too. Right?
Yeah. It's like, holy cow. But, there was also directions on the wall, so it wasn't that bad. I was getting a little nervous with the earplugs after he said people get them, stuck in their ear. And I'm like, oh my god, that's going to be me. But how far do people shove those things in their ear to get them stuck?
I don't know.
Because I didn't even, put it in too crazy, and it was fine, I guess. And then just the whole setup, I didn't know what to expect. So the whole setup to me was, insane, where it was basically you had your dressing area, you had your shower, and then you walk up the step into the floating room.
Yeah. All right. So for people who haven't floated before, you go into the floating room. Consists of what he's saying, 8x10.
Yeah.
An 8x10 room that has, or I might be wrong.
I don't know. It looked
There's 8 to 10 inches of water
maybe.
That has thousands of pounds of salt in it. That gives you, or the water, the buoyancy to keep you above.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times that I actually put my hand
down on the bottom
and tried to gauge how much water was between my butt and the thing. You can't make yourself sink.
No, I was trying, and you know what? That was that's why I need to go again, because I was relaxed, but at the same time I'm focusing on my environment around me, and I was doing the same thing, but I was putting my feet on the ground and trying to push my body down. It was so weird, but I couldn't. And then I'm thinking to myself how he was saying people's necks get cramped, and you know what? I just kept trying to tell myself to relax my head, because your head was not going under the water.
I have to say, I do remember this from the first time that I used. They had this little floating device for your head,
halo.
Because I was so afraid.
I didn't use
because
it.
I could feel the water coming so close to my eyes the first time.
Okay.
There's something else that he said to do this time that I don't remember being suggested the first time was stretching beforehand.
And I was stretching throughout the whole time,
so
too.
Was I.
Because it was so cool.
It was. And I yesterday had a conversation with my mom because I'm extremely short in my family. All of my siblings are taller. My aunts and uncles are tall. So I'm 5'4", feet-ish.
Yeah.
And my mom, I've always looked up to her, like, height-wise.
Yeah.
I remember being scolded and
Yep.
her looking down and me looking up. But yesterday I walked by and I'm like, man, did you shrink?
Yeah.
So there's this app on your phone now, like a tape measure app.
Oh, really?
That you can measure things. So she's like, there's an app for that. And she's like, measure me. Like, I don't think I shrank. And I'm like, she's like, you have shoes on. I'm like, I barely had a half an inch boot heel on.
Yeah.
It was just like a regular old calf boot. So I'm like, if I'm this, I shouldn't be feeling this way. But I feel like you shrank. And she's like, you know, when you walked by before, I was thinking, ooh, she's looking tall today. Oh my God. So my mom used to be 5'4", and now she is 5'2". So what I'm thinking as I'm in that floating room was, I wonder if this could prevent that shrinkage, because it is, they say, from gravity, like the cartilage and stuff, or that stuff between your joints lessens from gravity and stress and like being weighed down or whatever, that if you float more often, you might keep that separation and keep that height. Yeah. Not that, I mean, I'm already short, so for me, but I'm thinking like other people who, where height matters, you know, a lot of people, like, height matters. Now, so they were 8 feet long, right? 8 by 10, is that what we said?
I don't know.
Oh, 10 feet long.
Yeah, I was going to say the
I don't know. If you
did
you try to put your hands up?
I did.
And your feet to the bottom?
I did.
Did they reach?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's definitely pretty long.
What was your, like, preferred way to lay down in that?
Like, holding myself up with my hands at my side. Like, I still felt...
Really?
Very uncomfortable. I've had my hands above my head for a short minute.
That was, like, But
then I was holding my own hands.
Like,
but I could feel myself holding my hands. Like, my hands were holding other people's hands.
I was, like, relaxed, and I was, like, relaxing. It was... I'm telling you, I was like,
this is
chilling in this thing
because I feel like I've been the one who is like pushing this for so long, and I still can't get a grasp on allowing it to happen. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. And I'm like, oh my God, Dina's going to hate me. We're stuck in these boxes for an hour and a half.
No, I was just, you know what, my biggest concern was the music part of it. Like, when they were going to play the music, when it was time to start getting out. And I meant to ask him, like, does the music play in the little box? Or does the music play, like, because then I started hearing, did you hear the drumming?
The beating. Yeah, the bass of a car passing by.
No, but that was not a car, unless it was parked outside, because it was going continuously. And I'm like, they would not have bass music right now playing for you to get out.
I think that was a car, and it got stopped close.
But then I'm thinking, with your earplugs in, that music was pretty light for like.
I wonder if it travels through the water or something.
I'm curious. I'm going to ask the next time where that speaker actually is.
Because you know those sunglasses that your brother has, that it like transfers into your skull by through vibrations. Like maybe the water plays a role. Yeah. In that transference of music.
That is a possibility.
Because I heard the music too. I couldn't wait for that music, to be honest.
And then I'm like, do I wait for the Bob Marley music to come on?
Oh, you were saying. I was like, poop, music, up, out, shower.
Oh my God. I did actually get a drop in my eye, though.
Oh, did it burn?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah, and then I had to, like, turn the little light on for a second, because there was a towel hanging. So I grabbed the towel quick, and I just, like, kind of tried to, because, you know, I got the fake eyelashes on, too, so I can't be rubbing my eye.
Did you have any cuts?
I must have... where did I feel? Like on my arm somewhere, but it went away after.
I did. I one of my pinky.
Did you put the Vaseline on?
I didn't know until I went into the salt water that I had a cut there. It must have been a paper cut or something. But I could feel the stinging in my pinky.
Yeah.
What about the texture of the water?
It was slimy.
It was super slimy. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I should have.
But I love the way my skin felt in it, though.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I was like
covered
moving the
silk.
water up my. It is in like, because you know, so when you go into the little box, it's not a little box. When you go into like the floating room,
it is a little box.
Yes. You know, you shut the door, but you could still see the light on in the shower because it's censored light and it goes off when there's no movement for 5 minutes. I could still kind of see it in the crack a little bit, but then when that light went off, it was pitch black. Like, I didn't know if my eyes were open or shut at one point, because then I realized, oh my god, my eyes are open. Like,
I know, and I'm not kidding when I say that you can hear everything. Like, you can hear your tendons moving.
And your heart, you could hear your heart beating.
It was like a horror story situation.
So if you have like a lot of anxiety, you know, and you're starting to hear like your heartbeat, and
remind me of the Edgar Allan Poe story.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
But I could hear my blinks, like blink, blink. I could hear them.
But so then that girl that came out early from her float, I wonder what it was like going on. She wasn't feeling it.
I kind of, when she said she couldn't make it, there was a time in there that I was like, if this music doesn't come on, I'm getting out.
Really?
I'm getting out. Yeah.
Maybe you were in your head a lot.
I was in my head a lot. And I was worried about you. I was bouncing around. They say that you should do some questioning, I guess is I don't know. Like what, you have an issue you're dealing with, or you want some, you're isolated, you have total sensory deprivation. Focus, and then maybe it will come to you. Because you're not thinking about, like he said, like automatic driving or, doing whatever. Because a lot of your thinking goes on while you're doing other things. Yeah. So you never get to focus on thought. You're focusing on multitasking. Yeah. And
here you're literally just thinking.
And my thoughts were even bouncing around. Like I told you before, I was being a ping pong all day, not able to get anything I wanted to get done. Like that was happening in my head. Yeah. Like I was all over the place in my head. All over. And then constantly thinking, Dina's going to kill me for doing this.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Because you're trapped in that box, and usually if we were in a situation that this isn't like a pedicure where you're sitting a couple of seats over from each other, how's it going over there? No, this is like can't hear or see or know anything.
You can't hear anything on the outside either.
Yeah.
It was, I heard little muffles here and there because when that fan or that whatever it was went off, I guess it was like, that noise. Oh no, that was happening. I don't know. It just all of a sudden like got really quiet, and I could hear like muffles from something, but then that was it.
I wonder, like, music would distract. You know how you go in a tanning bed? Mm-hmm. All right, this is as close to a comparison that I'm going to get. When you're in a tanning bed.
But that time goes fast because you listen to music.
And it's only 7 to 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's not 90 minutes.
This is 90 minutes. Sometimes 7 to 12 minutes in a tanning bed.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How did we get through 90 minutes without losing our minds?
I know.
So I was listening to, there's another podcast, which caught my attention for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I didn't even know they existed until I got an email from the Paramount saying, This Is Why We Drink podcast is going to go live at the Paramount.
Oh, that's cool. Cool name.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, wow, all right. So, I mean, how local should they be that they're going live at the Paramount, right? So investigated a little bit, followed them, listened to a couple episodes, and I was listening to one today. They talk about paranormal and murder mystery, like true crime or whatever. So today was the first day that I got to finish the episode because they're kind of long because it's two girls and they each have a side. One is the paranormal side and one is the true crime. So the paranormal side tells her story. And I guess in the beginning of the podcast, they seem like you should listen to the first episode at least because
what is it called?
And This Is Why We Drink. So they were talking about the cult situation with the Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that cult did was use sensory deprivation for punishment purposes. And now we're using it for
relaxation and like relieving the stress.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot of benefits to it. I'm not exactly sure. I know that it has to do with like muscles and recovery and stuff like that. It definitely forces you to not do anything. But unfortunately, my head does a lot.
I hear you.
So, I don't know. But did you think about anything cool, or are you just thinking about, like, the experience while you were in there?
I was kind of just focusing on the experience when I was in there. And then just, like, thinking of, like, different things that have gone on over the past couple of days. Like, and then, but nothing crazy, you know what I mean?
Like, analyzing them, or
yeah,
just,
like, you know, doing my typical overthinking of things.
I was thinking about overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's like exactly what I was like, wait, all right, so this is a situation that I'm going to put myself in that causes me to overthink. So now I'm thinking about, why do I overthink? Like, why am I even thinking about this? Like, who cares? Like, what difference does it make?
But it's even like, you know, even having a certain conversation with somebody yesterday and, like, talking to you yesterday, you had made a comment about, like, like, literally, we're not the only ones that overthink. Other people overthink. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, literally I see myself in other people as far as, like, the way they're over. I don't know. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's really...
I think we're so... you know what? And why is it so bad to say how you feel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, I can't say this or I can't do this because then that person may be affected in this way. Meanwhile, why can't I just say that? Because what am I going to lose?
And I'll give you an example. Like, yesterday, talking to somebody, and they were like, you know, that's why I didn't respond right away because I was waiting to see what your response was going to be. And then, like, my response was a joke, and some... people don't take it as, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, you're not responding because you're waiting to see what, like, my response is going to be to that. Yeah. You know, it's just...
And how are you talking? Through text?
No, that was, like, on the phone.
Oh, that was a verbal response conversation. Because I feel like texting, too, causes a lot of overthinking. Because our expectations, like, I'm, like, ready to have this conversation with you. Yeah. And you don't answer right away. So it's like, oh, my God, you're mad at me. What did I do? What happened? Oh, I just talked to you yesterday. How did this all go wrong? We haven't even talked. Meanwhile, the person is taking a shower or in a 90-minute float.
I know. Well, even right now, like, okay, still talking to this guy, but, like, I have not, to this point, canceled a time to hang out with him. And tonight, like, he tried, you know, I do feel bad because, like, this has been a conversation since earlier today. You know, okay, I'll let you know when I'm home later and then we'll hang out. I'm just not feeling, like, I just don't feel like doing it tonight. I just don't feel like hanging out and, like, making the effort of hanging out. Because it's not like you and I hanging out where, like, it's, you know.
Right.
Hanging out with somebody who I don't know.
Right, I was going to say, it's new, it's not, so you're still on your entertaining toes, you can't, you regardless of how chill you want to be, it never works out like that. Yeah, but now, since I had sent this text message that maybe we can hang out tomorrow night, his response was, okay. And I hate that response. Yeah, I hate okay.
So I said, and so then here's my overthinking, but now I take the overthinking to the next level, and I, like, make the comment, okay, I said, and you're mad. I really wouldn't be canceling if I felt better. So I said I wasn't feeling well. And that was it. Nothing? So now I'm thinking to myself, well, all right, why don't I just tell him to come over? But no, why am I going to do that? Right. Like, I can't do that.
I know, I would do the same thing.
But now I'm going to go to bed thinking that he's mad at me.
So now it's going to keep you up longer than just having him come over. So it's going to cause more trouble.
And more annoyance for myself.
Right.
And then,
I know.
But the other thing is, like, he has to work tomorrow morning. So he's going to come over for a few hours and then go home. Like,
I understand what you're saying, but that's, like...
I guess it's the norm. I don't even know.
Yeah, right? You shouldn't hang out with somebody for more than a couple hours.
No, I know, but, like, okay.
I'm just saying.
10:15 now?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
By the time he gets here, it's going to be 10:45. 11 o'clock. Okay, whatever. But I'm just going to stay here till 1 in the morning and then go home.
Mm-hmm. At least he's upset that you don't want to hang out.
I guess. So, I don't know. I wouldn't know. He's not responding back.
No, I'm just saying, like, he could be like, who cares?
Maybe he is. Maybe he's, like, hanging out with somebody else, because I still have that in my mind, too. Like, how do I know that this guy is not talking to other girls?
You don't.
I don't. But then here I am overthinking things.
And I don't know if that would... I mean, how do you end that? You've had the conversation about being...
Yeah, but how do I know if he's
honest? I know, but
how do you get past that?
I don't know, but at least you've had the conversation. What happens when you don't even have the conversation?
I don't know. But now, here's my topic for the night.
Okay.
Because I haven't really had this experience until now with this certain person. But, like, this whole thing of sexting is insane to me. Have you experienced this situation?
No, I am not a sexter.
But has someone tried to with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck, man?
I don't
Seriously.
know. Yeah.
Like...
And it doesn't get far at all because it's like, I don't know what to say back. So I don't know if you've been able to grasp the whole
Well,
thing.
I get to the point where I, like, started researching things.
And you've said things that made sense to what they were saying, because I've done that too. And the answers I was getting was more like initiating.
Mm.
A lot of the research says to send pics. Have you been doing that?
No. I won't do that.
And I'm not getting such a sarcastic, like, non-committal person that I would send a pic of my knee or my toe.
But even, like, okay, for example, when we were making plans to hang out tonight, he had asked the question, what do you want to do? Okay, well, the normal person would think, like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to go out? You want to, like, what do you want to do? No, that's not how he was meaning this question.
Mm.
But I know that now because, I know I'm getting to know him more. But so I said, like, do you mean, do I want to hang out? I'm so bad because I need clarification. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm, like, asking questions, and he's like, wait, I'll tell you what he actually responded about it. I said, like, do I want to hang out? And he said, like, what do you want to do if we hang out? So, it's
You're not reading anymore.
No, I'm not reading anymore. But, like, but it's so silly. Because this happens, like, throughout the day. So I'll be at work and getting these text messages. And I'm like, oh my god, what if somebody, like, looks over my shoulder and reads these text messages?
I think that they would be embarrassed, but I don't think that it's that uncommon.
No, I guess not, right?
I honestly think a lot of people do it. I do.
Maybe a lot of young people do
I think
it.
a lot of people in general do it.
Yeah.
I don't think that it has an age restriction or anything, because if you think about it, before texting, there was always phone sex. I remember before texting was big, like, what's her name, Kendra?
Yeah.
Her husband was that football player, so
Yes.
they used to, like, sex on Skype all the time.
Could you imagine? I could not even imagine doing that.
Yeah, but they would do that. And that was, I mean, texting was a thing, but it wasn't like we're having full-blown conversations.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can either, maybe you'll get good at it. I know, I'm just like, oh my god, really? Like, I cannot, and I'm a writer.
Yeah, I know, I'm surprised with you.
So you would think that I would be able to take ideas and put them into words, but the thing is that I'm not like that in real life either.
Yeah.
Like, I would be the one to make a joke out of a situation rather than...
So you don't talk dirty?
No. Mm-mm. Nope. No.
I guess, you know what, I shouldn't say that I do all the time, but, like, it depends on a couple different situations. It depends on the person, first of all, because there's just some people that, like, try to do it, and it's like, no, and then, it depends on how much alcohol is involved, and I guess alcohol always is a factor in many things. And then I guess it just depends on how hot and heavy things are getting.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I gotta say, like, I don't know who's listening to this that I know, but, like, this situation with this guy has been definitely an experience.
And he has the verbiage to, like...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're not willing to give any samples?
No, I'm not to that point yet. But,
because I'm so
but then that's
now.
when the overthinking then starts. It's like, why are you so good at this? You know?
Maybe he's just telling it like it is.
Maybe. I don't know. I need to start asking more questions.
Just ask.
What am I going to ask?
Why are you so good at this?
Yeah. I know.
I mean, that's a pretty standard conversation.
And then I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little selfish about another reason I, like, don't really want to push, like, don't want to hang out with him tonight is because, like, I'm finishing up my PMSing situation, so I don't want to, like, waste time hanging out with him when I can't even, like, enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
But that's, like, so selfish of me, right? It is. It is.
But if that's the end goal, then no, because
I know, but I could still, other things could still happen, and couldn't be selfish. I could be, like, not selfish. Because I don't think guys really care, like, having sex or not having sex if, like, something else is happening.
Right.
You know? But
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think young guys care.
No.
Even about that.
And then it's like, I don't know. See, now I'm thinking, like, maybe I should just tell him to come over.
To come or not to come? That is the question.
I know. Speaking of that, there was another situation.
Uh-oh.
I
What?
know.
An oops?
No,
okay,
no.
okay.
Oh my God, no, that's one thing that's very not a situation. 3 times in, like, an hour. 45 minutes, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Him?
Yes.
Really?
Seriously.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I know, and I even had to, like, ask other people. I'm like, is that, like, normal?
And what did they say?
They're like, maybe when they're, like, maybe when you're young like that. Because a lot of my friends are older, so. But.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's ever happened.
Then I'm thinking to myself, alright, we're gonna go there on this episode, but, like, can they hold it, like, not hold it in, but, like, release a little and then hold it? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Can they hold some of it in?
No, you'd have to ask, boy.
I know.
Yeah.
Then what boy am I gonna ask? Because then every boy I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna get questioned.
I have this friend.
My cousin. I have this cousin that,
who has this question. Is it possible that
it's crazy, right?
this could happen?
I know. I was like, oh my God, what is happening right now?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to ask him at the time because I don't want to,
I'm thinking right now of somebody I could ask that wouldn't, like, hold back on an answer and not really care. I actually know somebody I could ask.
Yeah, it's just insane.
I should ask them right now.
But that did happen a couple weeks ago. Or, like, when did I come home from Florida? When was that week?
It was a Wednesday last week.
That was last week?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I came home on Tuesday.
Okay, yeah.
This happened on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was only last week. That was just a week ago. About a week ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we hung out again on Sunday. After the boat parade.
You should text him and tell him to come over so we can pass as he's walking in. I'm walking out.
Oh, yeah.
3 times in and out. Uh-huh. How's that working out for you?
I know. Let's see. Maybe he's got other plans. I'll text him.
I don't know.
Mm.
All right. So, I mean,
Well,
yeah, I don't know, because that just kind of, like, took a... Yeah, so what happened? We worked 2 days this week.
Mm-hmm.
I worked 2 days this week, and then, I mean, there was Thanksgiving. So, I mean, Thanksgiving takes a big chunk out of your life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how that's supposed to go. But, I mean, you can go float about it. Bring that question to the table.
Yeah, the next thing, I'm going to float again.
Yeah. I don't know. I I want to like it so bad. I really do. I want to love floating. I want it to be an hour and a half out of my life a month where I could just decompress, grow a little.
Maybe the third
mentally,
time's the
physically.
charm. You have one more left?
I was going to use it as a gift, but I guess I could buy another one. I wonder if they'll have another sale before Christmas is over.
Probably.
It was a big sale.
Yeah.
Well, they're Monday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I could always buy another one.
Could
find more people to go floating with. Get their feedback, their experience.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we want to become floating experts, but I'm just curious of why I can't. Is that a big thing of mistletoe? What is that?
I don't know. I got it years ago. It's just like, I don't think it's mistletoe, but...
Trying to get yourself all kinds of kissed.
I don't need mistletoe. Listen right now. Oh, God.
Oh, man. That's right.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, the parade is canceled this week because of rain. This weather. Oh, it's a full moon, too.
When is that?
I don't know, but...
I thought we looked it up.
It's this weekend.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so it's
like
either tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay.
Because Mercury's in retrograde, and it says also full moon in my sign, so I better just keep my mouth shut and not say anything to anybody.
Yeah.
So...
Let's see, when is that full moon? Full moon calendar. Let's see. November. The full moon of November occurs. Oh my God, with these ads right now. November 23rd.
It's today.
Oh, great!
Tonight is the full moon. Yeah, it's gonna rain all night tomorrow.
It is.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'd rather just hang out with this guy tomorrow, like...
When it's raining?
Maybe he won't respond back to me.
Because he's mad?
No, I don't think... I don't know. These guys, I just can't anymore right now. This is why, like... January. I gotta give myself till January. I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
January.
Yeah.
Could be worse. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. What is that?
That's a big head on a stick. I really want these funny. Big heads on a stick.
That's so funny.
Yes. Sorry. All right. I don't know. My mind is not in the right frame of mind, but...
No. Is there anything else?
Do you feel any different?
From the floating?
Yeah.
I just, like, feel tired. I feel relaxed. Like, not tired, but, like, relaxed tired.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I bet you sleep good tonight. Magnesium helps you do that.
I hope so.
So I bet you that's what's going to happen. So.
I'm going to send this to, yeah, I would love to have a really great night of sleep tonight. That would be pretty nice, because I really feel like I'd never sleep well anymore.
The other night, for the first time in, like, years, usually I go to bed and I don't make it through, like, 7 minutes of a show. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to watch Dawson's Creek now for, like, 3 weeks. And
I'm really?
on episode 3.
Oh, okay. Have you ever watched it before?
Yeah, but a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to just rewatch it, thinking it was, like, mindless television, just watch little kids falling in and out of love, sleeping with teachers, doing whatever the hell they do on that show. And I cannot get through it, because the second I lay down, I'm, like, falling asleep. The other night, I couldn't sleep for the life of me. I'm like, oh my God, if this is what insomnia is like, I do not want this.
Did you watch Dawson's Creek?
Nope. I lay there in the dark.
Seriously?
Waiting for sleep to come and find me.
And did it find you?
How was it? And then I would fall asleep, and some little tiny itty-bitty thing would wake me up. And I'd be up all over again.
I think it's my pillows. I think I need to get new pillows.
They keep you up?
I don't know. I just don't think they're comfortable. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm just too tired. I don't think anything. I could sleep on concrete.
Really?
Most of the time. Most of the time.
I wish I could just close my eyes and fall asleep. I mean, I gotta say, I didn't really, like, fall completely asleep in the floating chamber, but, I was getting there. I was close.
Mm-hmm.
But then my mind would be like, what if I drown in this place? Nobody would know. Well, you would know, but...
Well, they would know, because if you wouldn't come out, and they would have to go and be like, why is this girl not coming out?
But that's not the way I want to go, so...
Yeah,
no. But it's just crazy how it literally keeps you float. Like, you cannot put your body down.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a long period of time for me that I know I'm tense trying to keep myself afloat.
Yeah.
So you have to mentally tell yourself, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like...
Yeah. When I first had my hands up, I was holding my hands, too. Yeah. But then my hair was like, I don't know, because I had my hair down. I left it down because I wanted the salt to get into my hair.
You're not supposed to have hair ties in your hair anyway.
Yeah.
You took all your jewelry off and everything?
I did not take my earrings off,
okay,
no.
I didn't take my earrings either.
But I took, like, these bracelets off.
Yeah.
I didn't take this ring off, actually, but whatever. It just is crazy how you feel like you're just in a room of, like, unlimited space because you just cannot see anything. And it, like he said, it takes so long for your body to, like, float from one side to the other. So by the time, your body hits the one side, I, like, just like, pushed off a little bit. And then I was, like, floating again. And then at one point I did feel like I was kind of, on a diagonal.
I thought I'd spun around. So I'm like feeling in the dark, like feeling.
There's no possible way you can spin around. There's no possible way.
I felt like I was spinning. Spinning.
That light was like great. I wonder if it would be a different experience if you left that light on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the biggest parts of it is the full sensory deprivation. Yeah, so you have no. You're not supposed to hear, see, or feel anything. It's supposed to just be laying there.
It's crazy.
Even though you can hear your inner things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. All right.
So,
on that note,
we
are tired from the influx of magnesium infiltrating our bodies right now. He's coming in.
No. This guy is, like, so ridiculous. I said, you still want to come by? Not really, because you don't feel good.
You better say, I feel bad. I feel bad. You better tell him what happened in your head.
What happened in my head?
That you started to feel bad saying no because you've been talking about it all day. So even though you don't feel good, I was thinking if you wanted to come over, it would be okay. Tell him that. Instead of getting mad.
All right.
Because you would be the same way if somebody did that to you. Oh, now all of a sudden you're better to hang out with me? Yeah, right. Okay. What was really going on?
I know. It looks like I'm up to something right now.
It does. So just say, I don't feel good, but I felt bad because we were talking about hanging out all day, and after thinking about it, I thought I should just suck it up and hang out. Because it's rude to break plans with people. It is.
I know. All right.
It sucks when you have to.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I know. I hate that.
Anyway, all right, let's end this.
I know. I have to go out into that bitter cold. Oh. Nobody's singing the date rape lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside to me. Doesn't he say, like, have another drink?
Yeah.
Get drunk, stay here. I don't really know the lyrics.
Smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. Come on. I'll keep you warm. Drink up.
Oh my god. We're like losing our mind.
Yeah. Alright, so
you explain all this stuff.
Okay, so we are going to say goodnight and venture into the first week of or the last week of November, the first day of December.
Yeah.
So next time you hear from us, it will officially be December 2nd.
Yeah.
So happy December. And follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. And don't forget to, in any of those platforms, you can always reach out and talk to us. If you have advice for us, similar stories, or anything else that you want to share, we are now officially on Spotify.
Okay.
Stitcher.
I don't even know what that is.
TuneIn.
Okay.
iTunes and YouTube as always. Follow,
rate, subscribe,
all those things.
Yep.
We are Wine, Liars, and Beer.
Mm-hmm.
And
until next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
We're thankful for you.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving. We should have started with that in the beginning.
I don't know why we didn't do that.
Oh, my God.
We are thankful for you.
This floating thing got our minds all messed up.
I need to get home and go to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.